And it's time for another segment of This Week in Wine Country, sponsored by the Finger Lakes Wine Country. Lori Poland stopped by to tell us about this week's events and share another exciting recipe. Hey there everyone, good morning. Welcome to this week's edition of This Week in Wine Country, sponsored by the Finger Lakes Wine Country, and I'm joined by Lori Poland. Lori, good morning.
Good morning, Cody.
How are you today?
We are doing just great. We're the end of October already.
It is the end of October already, and there are a few events going on this weekend, so why don't you tell us about it?
Absolutely. If you have not made your glass pumpkin at the Corning Museum of Glass, I recommend highly that you do that. It's only through November 30th, so you got one more month to do it, and you don't want to miss that opportunity.
I haven't made it up there yet, but definitely going to have to. It sounds like a good time.
I may have to take you up there.
All right.
Absolutely. On the first Friday of every month, from 5 to 8 p.m., you'll have the opportunity to stroll Watkins Glen. They've got First Friday, and there's local wines and beers, and they're set up in some of the shops. Great, there's music. It is a wonderful activity. You go to the Information Center on Franklin Street. It's $10. You get a wine glass, and that's your ticket into all of the businesses for tasting. So I highly recommend that you do that. The Keuka, Seneca, and Cayuga wine trails are gearing up for their holiday events. They've got holiday-themed weekend trail events coming up. Great pairing suggestions, gift-giving ideas for the upcoming holidays. So I highly recommend you look into which one you like, Keuka, Seneca, or Cayuga Lake Wine Trails.
So the word holidays, they're coming up already.
I don't even want to think about it.
A couple weeks, it's Thanksgiving. And
I'm not ready.
Sure enough, then we can start listening to, I'm not going to say the word Christmas.
No,
so it's
no,
too
no,
far
no,
away.
no.
It's too far away.
It's way too far away.
But definitely going to have to check out that pumpkin, the pumpkin making at
Absolutely.
Seamog. Sounds like a good time. And for a list of all the events and, of course, much more going on than that, you can check out our website, WENY.com, shortly after the show. But Lori, let's talk about the wine you brought here today.
Always have one for every week. So this is Wagner's Dry Riesling, a 2015. I want you to give a smell of this real quick. Put your nose in there. You're getting pretty good at this. I want to see if you're getting this one.
All right, we'll see. Okay, I'm gonna go with apples. Okay.
Absolutely.
Maybe pear.
A little bit of pear, a little bit of lime peel, which is going to give you a nice bright acidity. And the bright acidity is going to cut through a gorgeous recipe that we've got for you. It's a prosciutto wrapped halibut fillet. And it's served with sauteed greens and a dry Riesling herb butter. So again, a few weeks ago I told you about using wines in recipes. If the wine is in the recipe, it is good to pair with it as well. So when you go up to Wagner to get your dry Riesling, make sure you pick up 2 bottles and chill those. It's a beautiful complement with that meal.
Sounds great. And can they get this wine anywhere else, or do they have to go to?
It is, there are some local distributors, but I think the best way is to go up to the tasting room and get this from Wagner directly.
All right, great. Lori, thank you so much.
Absolutely.
And for the wine, for the wonderful recipe of prosciutto wrapped halibut, sounds really great. And for a list of all the events, you can head to our website, WENY.com, shortly after the show. But for now, that'll do it for This Week in Wine Country.